So I wasn't gonna record. I was on my way out. I'm on my way out. Okay. But I just wanted to say there's this ongoing theme. Okay. Of the I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna spit it out real quick and see how it comes. So there's this attachment that you have with an outside source, outside force, outside person. But there's this ongoing battle internally that is fighting the loneliness with surviving, which is so weird. So like, if for example you don't have a home to go to at night, you don't have a bed to go to at night, you back that up with saying that it's sort of mostly like what you need, right? So this is a very, very, very sensitive topic. That's why I'm just blurting it out right now, and I'm gonna come back and explain it better. But you have been fighting life itself, and that is the single thing that you have been doing. So that's literally what it feels like is the only thing that you can do. If moving forward is just a trajectory and it's just another path, would you still want to explore it even after you've gone the wrong path and you still have the opportunity to go there? Would you like to explore it even after you took the wrong path and they have given you the other one as an opportunity to go explore it? Would you go explore it? They would give you the resources, they would give you the time, they would give you the day, the night, the evening, lunch, dinner, breakfast. And this is like so fucking emotional right off the bat, because as being a human that's dealt with literally nowhere to sleep, you know, always scavenging for food and just fixated on when's my next dollar, when's my next shower, when's my next meal, when's my next bed stay, you know. It's not only made me deal with a lot of stuff, but it's corrupted my mind into thinking that because I went through that and because I went through these things, the things that I went through, those are the things that make me feel like I'm not enough. So this message that comes through, these messages that have come through, I'm literally like, I've been alchemizing, but more so in the sense that I like to take you along with me in the brain process, but I don't think I can just because it's way too much. But when these messages come in, when I feel these energies, these presences of either ancestors or just the bigger energies of this world that are basically like in control of everything, I sense so much peace, so much love, so much care that I more so just tend to stay in that energy. I don't really do anything with it. I just let it flow through me. I just let it rise how it should, and I just let it say its goodbye how it should. So they're like telling me that you need to know now that this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity. This is your opportunity. Annie might be significant. The movie Annie, maybe like, I'm seeing a golden retriever. Golden retrievers always stick by your side no matter what. Anyways, But yeah, I'm gonna cut the video here because I do have to go do something. But I will be back and I'll finish this video and y'all will have that, okay? Be back. Analysis paralysis. This has been the ongoing theme. First of all, we know crazy hair, don't care, okay? We woke up, washed our face, brushed our teeth, and we just hung up our hair, because, yeah. Analysis paralysis happens when... So that's the word that I was looking for, but I'm going to give you what I was feeling. It's more of when you're overwhelmed with all the opportunities, all the possibilities that are being presented in your life currently as I'm speaking, and you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. That are being presented in your life in so many different ways through yourself. Literally, opportunities can be presenting themselves at your window, which is fucking insane. Like, let's think about it. Energetically speaking, if you're following the rhythm at which you are supposed to be going to, and not the rhythm of others, not the rhythm of what others are telling you to do or to be or to see or to have, you're following the true essence of being you, okay? And as for me, Stephanie is in that same loophole, right? I am in the essence of the presence with the present, okay? So as we are in this present moment, we aren't forgetting, we're not remembering, we're not I was about to say constipated, but constipated, like situation wise, memory wise, thought wise, when all the thoughts are flooding in and they're just like, oh, and then there's like a clog and it can't get out. It's like, that's like, everything is just flowing. It's in its natural array of being. You're following the exact blueprint that has already been walked, has the life that's already been lived by God. You're just participating in it. So when we find these things that give us comfort, you know, at the end of the day, like, if we put the label that we put on whatever it is, on the dark side, on the hole that we went to go create ourselves, on the bad side, on the dark place, all that, we can name it whatever we want. But at the end of the day, if it's the same thing for everybody, like, there is some kind of, I guess, immaturity that comes with not wanting to see that other side, right? Or whether it is, if you are on that side and you don't want to look over here, or whether you are here and you don't want to look over there. Why? Because you're either afraid, you're either literally, like, turning your head, and what's that word? Like, bystander, like when somebody's getting bullied and you're just like like, genuinely, I feel like we've all been there. Like, as children, when we see somebody getting picked on as a child, so when we saw, it was more of like, this is strange. So because it's like our first time being here in this time, it's like we might use that as a backing up, as a reason to affiliate what we said as a good thing, or as a thing that maybe just blurted out our mouths, or maybe just came out of nowhere. And it's to an extent true, and this is so intense right now. My viewer right now, I don't know if you're resonating with this. I'm like feeling so strange. Like you're excavating and excavating through all of this bullshit. But this is the bullshit that needs to be spoken of. It needs to be talked about. Either you need to talk to somebody, like genuinely. You can talk to God 1000%. You're learning that in this physical reality, in this physical world, there are resources to help you with the things that you need help with. So, but when we go outside of this universe and look at it at a perspective into thinking that the things that people say, the things that people do, the things that people have been forgiven for, the things that people go through, the things that people are going through as we speak of, what are they? They're just instances. And that makes me personally sound so blind to everything, which is not what I'm doing. I'm not looking away from all of this, like, pain, suffering, war, like constant betrayals that's going on between everybody and their own little world. I literally am looking at every single thing, and that is what gets me into analysis paralysis. Because if I'm looking at the entire picture, I'm like, Stephanie, don't you think if it's that big avenue, big magnitude, there's a possibility that every single person on this planet can be helped. There is the possibility, 1000%. But when we go about things, and I literally said this to myself in the morning, when we love, we sacrifice things in order to produce that love. So if you're willing to sacrifice the things in order to love that person, in order to love that version of you, in order to love that job, in order to love yourself even, like, there is sacrifice needing to be done, okay? Okay, let me say this. This is if you resonate, you resonate, but this is almost to like the end of the video, so my personal experience. So I love food. I freaking love food. I don't know a single person who doesn't love a good plate of food. Like, I'll bust down, eat that plate of everything. Like, I love food, okay? I literally love food. I love trying new food. I love eating my favorite foods. I like cooking my favorite foods. I like going out to restaurants to have my favorite, all these things. I just love food. And it being one of the natural things, confirmation? Natural things that we need in this life, Let me take a sip of water. 1 second, I'm sorry. Or a chug. Anyways. To be fair, when we indulge too much into anything, it's a problem. It's a problem. That's where you step in, you observe, and you tell yourself, we have a problem, and we gotta fix this. You don't abruptly go about it into this, like, very dense, calculated, like this is how it's gonna happen, and there's no other way about it. Like, you literally just let it flow. If you want something, all you do is imagine it, look at it, see it, love it. It's beautiful. And then you go about your day. You go create that art. You go make that painting. You go write that book. You go to that job that you're not going to be at for very soon, and you put on the best face on for everybody. I know that's a little bit like out of the realm, but that's literally how it is for people nowadays. Like, they're in these jobs where they don't want to be, you know, they're in these places that they don't want to be, but soon and surely they're going to be out of that. Why? Because those people have not only enforced their power, okay, enforced their power to have it lead them, walk with them, hold them, love them, care for them, okay, savor them, nurture them. And it's this ongoing cycle that they got going on, ongoing cycle. And so when I learned to release, to let go, to do that, I didn't do it in a way that, you know, I guess would say is for anybody else, which was my own way. But when I need to let something go in my past, I need to delete everything, all the memories, all the pictures, all of that, and just get it out the fuck out of my way, and literally have my scope on only one thing. And when my scope is on that one thing, I'm on so locked in. I'm just like, this is what I'm gonna stick to for this long, and whatever. As long as I'm not with that other thing, as long as I'm forgetting, as long as I'm not with it, as long as it's not in my vicinity, I know I'm safe and I know I'm good. But now I'm at this point of time where I am safe, just like you are. You are safe in this environment that you are. Anyways, let's get back to my analogy. So with food being the topic, when we overindulge food, when we overeat, they're coping mechanisms. Okay, like genuinely, it's coping mechanisms, and for some part, it's a way of hurting yourself, because this is a sensitive topic. I understand that 1000%. Please, like, I understand. So if you're here for a reason, and if you're here and it's not resonating with you and you're feeling some sort of way, like this and that, go create your own thing. Go and do your own thing. Like, you don't need to listen to what everybody has to say, especially if you feel like it's about you. Like, you can always remove yourself. Literally, you can come back, you can never come back. Nobody cares, okay? Anyways, so when we overeat into that, when we first indulge into that, you know, it's like, whoa, I know I'm gonna eat good, I know I'm gonna do, but it's like that over fullness, that over exert of eating and eating and eating, and it's like, these are favorite foods, these are good foods, these are, you know, like, it's food at the end of the day, like, Jesus. Okay, so when we kind of disturb the realm of potency that the food is supposed to give us, so as being healthy foods, 3 meals a day, you know, not like sporadically 1 meal, and like all this shit, like, genuinely, I know a lot of girls struggle with this, like their eating habits and what to eat and all, because ever since I was a little girl, I always struggled, because I was forced to eat other things that I didn't want, and it was always a bad relationship with food. And so this can go into life, okay? If you really think about, if you're like my brain, like if you think about it like me, like you really think about this shit, like all around the scope. And so the overindulgence, okay? I'm not here really to tell you, like, okay, how do you get over it? Like, how do you do this? Like, I could and I can and I should and I probably will. But it's more of like, I want you to be into the perspective of that over intake causes this corruption, because when you're, you know, indulging, you kind of then are guilty. You feel guilty after. Like, and if you don't, that's different. But like, I don't know. But you feel guilty after you've overexerted yourself on something that doesn't even like truly value you, you know? You pick and choose the meals, the foods, you know, the snacks, the fruits, the veggies, all that on your plate, on your platter. And if you're picking for other people, it's not gonna fill you up, okay? You're gonna pick for other people, you're gonna choose and decide for other people when their shit is not aligning with you, it's not nurturing you, it's not fulfilling you, it's not giving you all the nutrients that you need. But when you decide, when you pick, it fills you up to the brim, and no more, no, literally not a point less, not a point, it literally is right there, exactly where you need. And I'm hearing like, even if you need that little bit extra in whatever kind of like energy or mundane thing, even if you need that extra, the angels, God, the universe, your guides, your ancestors, they're telling me you're always going to have it. So it is a season in your time in this life to learn that when there is an allowing energy source form that is making you do something, you're taking a step back, analyzing, and it's like the whole process of the way that you live, the way that you move, the way that you let go and move on, and you just roam and be free. Like literally we're waves, we're energy, we're wavelengths. Oh my god, 11:11 before, and as I look at it, 16:16. So you might be mirroring with, I'm getting, okay, this is gonna sound a little bit crazy, I know, but take this with your discernment. You might be mirroring with your soulmate. And soulmates is a very, I guess, sporadic word, I guess. But that's literally like how this world works. Like, we're all attracting something, we're all detaching, we're all moving, we're all slowly but surely getting to where we want to be. And yes, it is so true. You're being asked to pick and choose, but it's more of like combine that with the flow of living. So it's like, you know what you want in this world, in this physical world, because you know what you can get and you know what you want outside of this world. But like, if you come back to yourself, ground yourself, you know, ask yourself, what the fuck do I want? Okay, if it is $1 million, okay, because then we might not even know what the fuck to do with those $1 million. Or if it is a big house, like, what are we gonna do with that big house? There's all these questions coming in. So it's like, find what fills your cup the most to the feeling that you connected with. So if something is moving you forward, if an activity is in your zone right now, in your energy, and you're being called to do something, if you're getting whispers, if you're getting nudges, do it. Even if it is one line, even if you put that canvas up, even if you get your sketchbook and you draw one line, one fucking line, literally one line, in a big ass canvas, just one line. Like, I promise it's gonna feel much more fulfilling, much more moving than you think, that you're gonna see yourself just in this paradise of everything that you want and more, because all you did was take that first step. It's gonna flow to you naturally. Wow. All right, that's where I'm gonna leave it. You have a beautiful motherfucking day. Continue striving, continue being the beautiful person that you are. And if anybody has something to say, fuck them. Okay? Or you can make up your own saying and say whatever the hell you want. But y'all have a beautiful day. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful souls. Beautiful, beautiful people. Beautiful, beautiful girl. I wanna show you the world. All right, my bad. Again, take care, stay safe, peace and love.